Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today is January the 12th, 2024. We are a group of restaurant vendors who are here to help each other grow each other's business and also to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef with any problems they might have in running their business. We are a group of experts. We've got hundreds of years of experience within our membership, and we're here to help anybody that needs it. So if you want to contact us, give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and check out our YouTube channel, which is Today's Restaurant, and subscribe and like it. And we've got over 300 videos on there. And if you really want to spend some time, Terry Ark has a video there that was put on like in 2018 or 2019. So if you could find it, you win a prize. But it's there, I promise. We have two guests here this morning. I want to introduce Allyson, who is here for a particular reason. So, Allyson, why don't you tell us who you are, what you do, and why you're here, and how we can contact you?
Sure, yes. My name is Allyson Passeroff. I'm located in South Florida, Delray Beach. I was invited by Howard to attend the meeting. I am a bookkeeper, familiar with multiple industries as I worked in an accounting firm. So I'm talking all the way from restaurants to landscapers to insurance adjusters. So wide array of industries that I've worked with. I'm also a payroll administrator. Currently looking for a position. Howard thought this would be a good way to meet people, to get a little more involved, and I appreciate that. I believe I sent Howard my resume, but if anybody would like to contact me or someone that might be looking for a bookkeeper, my phone number is 561-866-1586, or you can reach out to Howard for my resume. And
I forgot to mention that at the end of the meeting later this afternoon, I will send everybody a spreadsheet with everybody who was here with all their contact information.
Right.
Everybody will have everybody's information.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. And somebody in our 9 o'clock group was actually hiring. So I sent over Allyson's resume.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Howard, I just had a customer pull up, so I'm going to escape for a minute, but I'll just keep it going. Okay. I'll be right back.
Pam, you want to introduce Steve?
Yes. Steve Geller with Leasing Solutions out of New York. He's been my business partner that maybe you do or do not know, but I was a business consultant, vendor consultant for 16 years before getting ill with COVID and then going back in the corporate world for a year. The credit market right now is really tight, and it's causing a lot of vendors to not get their equipment or whatever they're selling funded. So Steve and I have partnered together again, which actually we've been partnered together when at Navitas they couldn't do most of the deal. So I'm not going to age him, but he's old. He's been around the industry a long time. He helped found Certified Leasing Professionals, which is like, I don't know, Steve, if you would call it for the Bible for, people who specialize in equipment and IT financing, et cetera. But he helped build the industry. I mean, he's not that old, but he's been one of the lead players. So Steve Geller. Go, Steve.
Good morning, Steve. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you.
Yeah, sure, sure. So I've been in the industry for 40 years, so I am older than Pam thinks I
But,
am, or says
but
I am. But my background is as a banker, and I ran some programs, some operations for several banks, finance companies, public companies. And 20 years ago, I started my own business uh, to work with vendors, to work with brokers. And Pam and I have been friends and partners for most of that time. I have lots of sources for funding, and I do all types of business. I work through Pam with this group. I'll work with through Pam, but people can contact me directly. But if they need.
If you wouldn't mind, would you please put your contact information in the chat
Sure.
so that I can add it to the spreadsheet, or send me an email directly with the contact information?
Yeah, I'll add it to the
That's
chat.
even better. And my email address is howard@trnusa.com.
I'm sure we've emailed in the past. I probably have it, but I'll send it to you. Sure.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so how can people, what's the name of your company?
Leasing Solutions LLC.
And how can we reach you?
845-362-6106.
Are you physically located in?
In New York.
Okay.
Still in New York. I haven't pulled out yet.
You in Rockland?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to live in Rockland.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was in West Nyack.
I'm in Palisades.
Oh, well.
But originally from the Spring Valley area, Wesley Hills, Muncie.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
wow, that's a coincidence, huh?
Yeah.
We probably know a lot of the same people from those from the past.
Yeah, after the
From the streets. You poor guys grew up on the streets, right?
You're not kidding. All right, so we're going to do our regular intros now, and then I'll double back to Steve and to Allyson to allow you to add anything that you might have forgotten or you want to add. So, Gabby, why don't you start us off?
Sure. Gabby with Worksite PEO. We are a full service PEO. We take care of and automate the HR back office. So payroll, benefits, workers' comp, 401k. We'll also do your payroll taxes as well. And we'll take care of, file, and extend it to you. The FICA tip tax credit and the works opportunity tax credit, even the ERTC. Anything finance tax credit related we can do in your behalf. With the FICA tip tax credit, we'll do it for free and give you a quarterly advance, which is huge, especially for restaurants, because that gives them access to immediate capital as opposed to having to wait until the end of the year whenever the IRS decides to send it back to them, which is, the government doesn't like to give money back. I am also a strategic growth strategist. So if you want to get together with me and put together kind of long-term and short-term strategy growth plan, I would be more than happy to. Gabby with Worksite PEO, 561-479-7474. Thank you.
It's interesting you said that. It's very important for all of us to get to know each other on a personal level and to do at least a Zoom one-on-one at least once. Because what you said, once you said that, that's a layer that we don't know. Or, it could be a layer that we don't know. And that could open up a whole other area of leads for you and for help for other people. So I encourage people to reach out during the week and do a one-on-one, spend 10, 15 minutes, talking to somebody from the group. It's only going to help. And John Mulholland, I speak to him occasionally. I speak to Darren and Stephanie. wherever I can, we try to, and Helen.
Yeah, fun fact about me that you would have never guessed is that I'm actually an artist. I'm a sold artist. I paint canvases and sketches.
Really?
So
Didn't know that.
Well,
I don't do portraits. It's more like abstract than landscapes as well.
Wow, I would love to see it. Some of your work.
I'll have to put it together. Maybe next week I'll do a show and tell.
Yeah, because people need it for offices, for gifts, who knows? Perfect.
Okay, thank you. John Mulholland flying solo today.
I am. I don't know what to do with myself. All right. Here's the SEC trivia question of the day. What is the most stolen food item in a grocery store?
Whoa.
Grapes.
Beer.
Aspirin.
Beer? No.
Looking at this one.
Is
They
it
have a-
food?
Steak.
Food.
But they're
It's-
Oh,
lost.
wait, it's a food item?
It's a food item. It's not cigarettes, which I actually thought was the answer.
Right.
You'd be shot like laundry detergent and toilet paper, some of the most stolen items. And you go, what? But they take them to these poverty areas and sell them. But anyway, food.
It's a food item with a lot of varieties.
Fancy cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese is the answer. The
Oh,
most stolen
really?
item.
I love cheese. That's what I would take.
Yeah.
I could live in Switzerland off of chocolate, cheese, and wine for the rest of my life.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
I've
Hey,
seen
instead of
people stuffing
spending
steaks in their pants.
there's
Ooh.
no
Instead of
Yes.
spending money for the trade show, why don't we just buy a commune somewhere over in Switzerland or somewhere good European?
We'll just go to Mirren. We'll go to Mirren. We'll be all right there.
holy crap.
And
Is
now
that-
tell us what you really do, game show host.
Okay, so my question is this. Everybody here buys something for their business, whether it's a service or it's tangible. So if someone comes up and knocks on your door and says, listen, you're buying product X, service X, you're paying X amount of dollars, I can get you that same product or service for 15% off of what you're paying them. Would you do it?
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so with us helping restaurants, people in the food business, that's what we do. As you know, previous meetings, we've come up with some as high as 30%. So we can save 30%. The Walmart, buy in bulk, we get your sending report for 2 days or 2 months worth. We shop it around, we come up, this is the best offer. You're paying this much for cheese now. Through us, it's this. It costs you this amount to join us. It costs you this amount to pay us. We only make money on the margins. So if you're paying $100 a month for Delmonico steaks for a case, we get it at 82. We'll take approximately $6 for ourselves, and you're saving the other $12. So it costs you no money. You could save thousands, if not millions of dollars, depending on what size chain you have. And everything is free, and you're not going to see anything off your bottom line. So if you know anybody, especially at 3 or 4 restaurants or more, they want to save a bunch of money, have them give us a call. BR549. Or you could call me on the number Howard sends out.
Tell everybody your number.
678-362-7307.
I might have a contact for you I think I'll know this week on a supplier of shrimp with
Nice.
Mucho Supply. Yeah, if you have a restaurant that's buying shrimp right now, it may be able to work a great deal for you.
Interesting fact about food costs. People are complaining on Facebook about food prices going up. The rate of inflation is half of what the rate of salary increases is.
Not surprised.
Yep. A lot of companies, a lot of people look at your salaries. If you're commission only, it's a different story. but the salaries in the US are going up at twice the rate of inflation.
That's good. All
I had
right.
a guy that I had one more quick story. Somebody posted on Facebook, since 1980, food prices have gone up 248%. So I figured it out. Minimum wage since 1980 has gone up 500%.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
that's terrible. No, that's good. You want your money to go up more than your more than your cost.
Yeah, but I don't see that everywhere. I don't see that anywhere. I mean, all I see is every single thing going up and everybody complaining to me. Where are the wages? Where's the money? Where's,
Well, like we talked about, in California and fast food restaurants, it's going up to $20 an hour. In 1980, I made $3.10 an hour.
Exactly.
But yeah, they're not factoring. When you make a decision like that or a complaint, I'm a fact checker. Do some research on this. Look at the salaries, look at the minimum wage. They've all gone up way higher than the rate of inflation. Now, in the 80s, it was a different story, but overall, since 1980, quit complaining about food costs. You're making more money now. You've got the money to pay for it. We're spending more money,
if you're
too.
still a
I don't know.
salaried employee, that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
We spent more money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday this last year than any other year ever.
What?
Why? And yet we're complaining about food costs going up. They have the money. They just want something to complain about.
Wow.
What is going up is people's
And the
debt.
most money because everything was incredibly more money.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
it was. That's true. And people were
credit card debt's also at an all-time high.
And by the way, average credit card interest rate I just looked up is like 25.7. Yeah, clients that were financing their equipment think 9 or 10% is high for their equipment financing. So credit card debt's a bad one.
We're complaining about a 7% mortgage rate, but we'll put 25% on our credit cards.
Right. Well, I won't, but right.
1985, the average mortgage in the U.S. was 15.3%.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Nope. 15.3.
In equipment financing, we really don't talk about interest rate. We talk about the monthly payment and how the monthly payment will generate the revenue from the equipment we finance. If somebody can earn significant money from new equipment, the difference in the interest rate is really minimal, the payment amount.
Exactly. Thanks, Steve.
Sure.
That's true.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
Sure.
I feel like I just got a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to move
when in
along.
doubt, give me a call.
Yeah. Darren, why don't you pick it up?
Oh, sure. Have me follow that.
There's nobody that could do a better job.
Darren Gall with Tracy.net. We take the aches and pains out of communication and internet connection services. So what we specialize in is helping businesses lower their costs while increasing their functionality and their reliability in their services. We have an SD-WAN product that basically allows you to keep your point of sales equipment and your telephones up and running, even though they're internet based on an internet failure. And the way we do that is by using cellular technology, the 4G and 5G, to keep those signals up and running. What's different about our product versus anyone that's out there is that we actually tunnel the traffic, keeping the IP address the same. The IP is what negotiates the transaction and keeps the security and encryption going. If that changes on a failover to a backup, that transaction drops. On our system, that IP stays constant, so the transaction doesn't drop on the failover. So it saves restaurants a lot of time, a lot of money, because you pay on transaction costs. Failed transactions still cost you, so it's a good way to do it. And in addition to that, we provide internet-based, cloud-based phone systems, allowing you more lines in your business for less than you're probably paying for what you have now. So we give you an actual 4 lines with all the equipment for $85 a month. You're probably paying more than that for 2 lines with AT&T or Comcast at this point in time. So it is a great value. So if you know anybody who's looking to save some money, increase their reliability, we do a free consultation. Bottom line is, if we can't help people to increase their functionality or decrease their cost, it costs you nothing to find that out. You just know you have a great deal where you are, and we'll just hand you a card and say, if that ever changes, give us a call. Speaking of calling, you can reach us at 800-881-8899. Our website is www.traci.net. It's an acronym for transmit, receive, and communicate information, and that's what we help you do.
Okay, thank you.
Great follow-up.
John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. What question I like to ask customers is, who was your last taste tester? Most restaurants and companies don't realize that it is now nearly 80% of the delivery drivers, the third-party delivery drivers, admit to eating the food they deliver. It's pretty bad nowadays. We make a machine that you can see behind me as it's working there. We wrap the product with twine and we tie what's called a bun knot. It cannot be duplicated by hand. We now have a stronger 100% cotton twine, so it's completely environment safe. We've been around since 1907. You can reach me at 1-800-222-BUNN, B-U-N-N. My website is BUNTYCO, spelled BUNNTYCO.com, stands for Bun Tying Company, nothing to do with Tyco. And our email is info@buntyco.com.
Okay, thank you. Azalea, you there? Yoo-hoo. Okay, we'll come back. There she is. Okay.
My name is Asalia. I am a commercial realtor and business broker. You caught me in the middle of snacking something. So I help restaurant owners find spaces to lease, or if they want to sell a restaurant that they have now. We're selling about 42 between me and my brother right now. So if they want to buy, sell, or lease a space, I try to be the one that helps them with that.
And how can we reach you?
My cell phone is, I don't know it off the top of my head, but my cell phone, my cell phone is 786-457-2796.
Okay.
I was looking for it for you. I couldn't get it fast enough.
Thank you.
Stephanie, good morning.
Hi, good morning. All right, so I am Stephanie. I am one of 2. Mark and my father and I, we run Brilliant Computers together. Brilliant Computers, we help with all things technology, device support, hardware and software implementation and support, business email, hosting and support, printer setup, that's part of the hardware and everything. I mean, anything that comes to mind while you're using your computer, even while using your phone, we can figure out anything. We can help you with anything. We also offer managed services, proactive computer care, where we can monitor PC health and performance, disk space, updates, and whether or not applications have been installed on your computer that you didn't install. Really anything that you can think of, we're here to help. We have access to all the tools we need in order to be able to help you. You can contact us at Stephanie is my email, STEFANIE @brilliantcomputers.com. Mark is MARK @brilliantcomputers.com. Our phone number is 561-877-1119. And then our website, which is going to be going through a full overhaul soon to be updated with all our new services that we offer. But that website is brilliantcomputers.com as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us as always.
Terry R., good morning.
Good morning. My name is Terry. I am a 20-year veteran of the promotional products industry. So I am I am the person that will help your customers remember who you are. So imagine having a conversation with a business owner. You're at a networking thing or whatever, but you can't remember their name. If you hand them something that has your name on it, how much better are they going to remember who you are? How many of you will go to a restaurant and if it didn't have a logo on it, would you know what restaurant it is? So the basics are, yes, you're going to taste the food. You're going to hear the name, but you want to see the name too. See the logo, see the name. That helps you remember who they are. So back to basics. Every restaurant's going to use some form of a container for takeout. I don't think this is going to show really well, but this is a insulated tote. So there's all kinds of different things that you can use for takeout, for events, banners, balloons, things like that. I would like to give a thank you for John Mulholland and your team for referring me to a restaurant. I'm supposed to have a meeting with them this afternoon. I appreciate it.
Good.
And then the last thing is, so we just had our yearly trade show. 252,000 new products were demonstrated this year, including those in the restaurant industry. So to contact me, I'm a small business, but I also provide the same type of products as the bigger companies with lower overhead. So to contact me, my phone number is 561-308-1393. My information is in the chat.
Okay, thank you. TRN Terry.
Good morning, everyone. And yes, we have used Stephanie and Mark for our computers, and we appreciate them very much. So Mark zips in and zips out, and he's done. So thank you for that. We do recommend many of you, each place that we go, we carry a sheet so we know who needs what. Hopefully they call, or they say they're going to call anyways. But we do appreciate all of you here. And the show is a little bit further down the road, but we have a lot of ideas for it that would bring a lot of people into the booth. And what I do monthly is handle the lead reports. John Mulholland sitting there going, get on with it, girl. And those reports are out by the 9th. And except for this month, they were a little bit late in Georgia. And the pricing went up to $8.99 for a year, except if you're grandfathered in. I had a lot of people say, oh no, I want to renew. I go, don't let your subscription, expire. Otherwise it's the $8.99. So, and we do have sales at $8.99 already. So just so you know, this month is a record for Florida. It is over 70 brand new leads. I know. Email addresses, phone numbers, owners, the names of the places. Holy cow. I mean, we're just getting information left and right. I don't know about the rest of the company, but Florida is killing it with new restaurants. One opens, another one comes in. If it's a pizza place, it's probably going to be another pizza place. They already have the hoods installed. They already have what they need, unless they defaulted and they took up equipment. Not the case in most of the places that are opening up. A lot of new stuff coming in. I can't even, some of it's going to be in our what's going on section this month. So read the February issue. I'm putting little tidbits in there for you to keep it going. And even in other states, Alabama, Texas, whatever we can find. but that's what I do. Anybody wanting a sample report, TERRI@trnusa.com. Thanks, and have a good weekend.
Okay. Want to introduce Helen. Helen is our resident restaurant tour. I call you that, but she's I guess more of a caterer, ice cream caterer. So Helen, say hello. You're on mute. Okay.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
I was a personal chef caterer for many years, so I have that background. And now my husband and I and my son started Delicious Spoonfuls, which is a nonprofit. Our cause is training and employing people with special needs, and to do that, we use a traveling ice cream cart that we are taking to events. There's one at a condo development. There's another one in a nonprofit in Delray this month, and another we're doing a carnival in Coral Springs, and then we're doing the Great American Kosher Barbecue in Lantana. So we have quite a few events coming up, and we're looking forward to doing them. And we have been sourcing ice cream events, getting the right staffing in, training them, and changing our website to one that will not cost us flip costs. And we're trying to keep our costs down and our income up, and we're always looking for donations and ideas. If anybody wants to get involved in any way or brainstorm, we're always looking for that. It's helen@deliciousspoonfuls.org. My phone number is 561-676-2078, and our website is deliciousspoonfuls.org.
Okay, thank
Did
you.
I leave anything out?
Yeah, when is the carnival in Coral Springs?
That's the 25th to 28th, but we won't be there Saturday. So
obviously, okay.
It's Thursday through Sunday. It's
Where's
at St. Andrews.
Oh, okay.
St. Andrews Catholic Church. It's outdoors,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And
Thank
I'm just
you.
verifying that one, but
okay.
I want to double back now to Allyson quickly, and then Steve, and then we can adjourn. Allyson, you want to add anything or?
No, I was actually writing while everyone was speaking. It's interesting to hear all the different avenues that everyone's involved in. You know, I was thinking while I was doing this, while I was listening to everyone, I mean, for everyone, you know, on the Zoom meeting, you know, this is everything that's being offered is such a nice package. And I was thinking, I wonder why maybe you haven't sort of linked up with, I mean, I want to say accounting firms, because, you know, I personally, you know, probably had about 4 restaurants that I was doing the bookkeeping for. And then there's quite a few larger ones. So, I mean, a lot of these things are definitely opportunities, I think, for some people, you know, cost of food, how it can be lowered and everything, where, you know, if you did sort of get maybe some sort of accounting firm or something like that involved, you know, they can also network for you and offer, I mean, even if, you know, even if it's 2 restaurants out of, you know, the 15 that, you know, at where I was working, you know, just to get some business. I mean, I just a thought, like you know, when everyone was speaking, I was thinking, oh, this would have been, you know,
when you get your next position, you can come back to the group as a member.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So if anybody knows anybody looking for a bookkeeper, I have Allyson's resume, so you can contact me.
Appreciate it.
All
yeah,
right.
Allyson, I'll hook you up with Kevin Anderson too. He works in Florida.
Okay.
And you know what I do now, but I'll hook you up.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
And Steve, you want to, Steve and Pam, you want to add anything else quickly?
Sure. You know, as an independent finance guy at finance agents, we have ability to go to lots of different sources depending on the creditworthiness of the customer. So we're not locked in to one lender who's got a fixed appetite, fixed rates. We can go higher or lower depending on the strength of the customer.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Can I add one more personal thing?
Go ahead.
My son and I are invested in a restaurant in Vermont, closest restaurant to Mount Snow, and it's kind of fun. But we got into watching binge watching this show, The Bear. Has anyone seen that? It's very interesting about the restaurant business on Hulu. So,
Yeah, you have?
yeah.
What's it called?
The Bear.
Oh, The Bear. I'm going to start to look at that.
It's about a restaurant in Chicago, in downtown Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And it's very good.
Which one? Do you know, Steve?
Well, no, it's a fictional show.
Oh,
where they ran a like a sandwich shop, and the owner died, and his brother, who's a classical trained chef, comes in and takes it over, and he makes some real changes. But it shows the frenetic nature of operating.
Yeah, Steve, it actually is based on a true story, believe it or not.
Oh, is that right?
And yeah, and it's obviously loosely based. They've added a lot of drama to it, but it's quite exciting about taking a culinary trained chef and having him run a sandwich shop is basically what it comes down to.
Right.
Huh, sounds like a comedy.
I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, the spreadsheets are going to go out later this afternoon, later than normal, because I have a meeting right after this with a potential new member. So it will come out today, but later. And anybody have anything else? If not, for those of you watching, if you want to get in touch with us, please give us a call at 561-620-8888. Go to our website at trnusa.com and give us a look on YouTube at Today's Restaurant. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe and let the sauce be with you.